Garrett, I was just asking Carter about you and him's relationship as two fifth-year guys. It sounds like y'all almost like brothers. Y'all might argue a little bit. Also, kind of competitiveness. Just what's that dynamic like?
Yeah, he's definitely like my brother. I mean, we've been together since freshman year. Coming in freshman year, it was really just me and him, and the pitching staff. We had another guy, but he was a two-way, so we didn't really see him a lot. But yeah, we've gotten close over the years. He became my roommate last year. I mean, we're really good friends.
Seeing him kind of go through some of the stuff he went through, especially early on, struggling and then having the success he had last year, like what did that kind of mean to you?
But yeah, I mean, it's awesome seeing his journey here. I know those first couple of years were tough for him, but like he put everything together, and I'm really proud of him for the way he's carried himself, and he's become a true leader on the team.
Last year, y'all had a 20-game win streak really without a starting rotation or set starting rotation. So, like, what was that like, and how much confidence does that give y'all going into this year, even if maybe things don't go according to a real plan? Y'all still have success?
I mean, yeah, that was really cool last year. I mean, it was hard, definitely, but we stuck together, trust our process. Yeah, it gives us confidence going through this year, but we're not like focused on anything that happened last year. This is a whole different team now. A lot of veteran guys on the team, but we're looking forward to this season.
Garrett, can you talk about the newcomers on the pitching staff? What are you seeing from these young guys?
Yeah, we got a couple young freshmen that are looking pretty good so far. A couple transfers. I'm excited to see them play. I think this is a experienced group with not so many new guys, which I think is going to help us throughout this year. A lot of experience. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing them get out there.
You know, speaking of experience, you've had a lot just with pitching a lot of innings, also different roles, starting games, relieving. I mean, how can you maybe lean on that to go into this season?
I mean, yeah, I've been put in every role you could think of, so I have the experience in any of those roles. I know what to do in those roles, and whenever my name's called, I'll go out there and pitch to the best of my ability.
Have you worked on adding any pitches, or is it more just refinement at this point?
Yeah, I got one pitch. I definitely had the slider last year, but towards the end of the year it got pretty hard. Like it was a harder slider, so I put that into my rotation this year with a slower slider. So I got 2 different sliders now, so that'll be good.
Garrett, how do you balance kind of old school, new school with analytics and stuff like that, and spin rate and all that? What's important to you? Like, what factors do you look at with those things?
I'm gonna be honest. I've got no idea about spin rate. I don't look at it. I don't focus on it. I go out there to get outs. Like I don't care how my ball. Like I want my ball to sink if I'm throwing a fastball. I don't care what the spin rate on it is. I'm going out there to get outs.
Felt like you had a stretch there where it got kind of untouchable and your confidence went like that. Did you kind of have an aha moment last year, maybe even before last season?
I mean, I think my aha moment was at the first of the year. I mean, I go out there and I'm a starter, and like I'm not doing what I needed to do, what I'm prepared to do, and I got put back in the role that I've been in since freshman year, that reliever role, and it was like I had a good spurt, and then I'd have a bad spurt, but after that one bad spurt towards the end of the year, I just went out there and I'm just focused on me, focused on getting outs, trying to stay on the field for as minimum as possible. So that was my plan going out there.
You know, last year you had a sinker. You're talking about a second slider developing at the end of the year. Is it almost like not linear, where sometimes a pitch might click for you, but other pitches might take a little while? Like, what's that process?
Yeah,
like?
I mean,
comfortable using it?
I mean, as a pitcher, you're not going to go out there and have all your best stuff. Like you might, but I think this year is just. I mean, I'm gonna focus on what I have that day, and if I have my sinker that day and I'm not in control of the slider, we'll focus more on the sinker. But I think it's just about what I do in my catch play every day, what I do before games to get ready for that. So.
Who's the toughest guy to pitch to in the inner squad?
Definitely JC. I don't know, Hoover's pretty tough too, because it's hard to get that guy out. But JC is probably the main one that's toughest to get out.
Anything else from Garrett?
Good.
Thank you.
This is East Carolina All-American Bryant Packard, and we're talking Pirate baseball and the Sports Objective.